Several efforts have been made to solve the nuclear issue on the Korean Peninsula. One of them is the six-party talks. The last round of these negotiations was held in September 2007. Since then, bilateral or trilateral meetings have been held as preparation for an all-round resumption. Now let's take a closer look at the timeline and key issues of the mechanism.
The six-party talks have been held intermittently since 2003. The DPRK, South Korea, China, the United States, Russia and Japan have all participated in the negotiations on how to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula and dismantle Pyongyang's nuclear program. 6 rounds of talks were held between August 2003 and September 2007. Before the first round, the DPRK had insisted on bilateral talks with the US, while Washington preferred a multilateral approach. China's then Vice Foreign Minister Wang Yi outlined 6 points of consensus reached by the end of the first round. These included a commitment to resolving the nuclear issue through peaceful means and pursuing a nuclear-free Korean Peninsula while bearing in mind the security of the DPRK. Members failed to reach any agreement in the second round of talks. The DPRK offered to destroy its nuclear weapons program, but refused to discontinue its peaceful nuclear activities. While China and Russia supported this stand, the US, Japan and South Korea insisted on the elimination of all the DPRK's nuclear facilities. At the beginning of the third round, the DPRK reiterated that it was willing to accept what was called a freeze for compensation program. Though that was never pursued, all parties stressed the need for a words-for-words and action-for-action solution. The 6 parties achieved their first breakthrough during the fourth round. A joint statement was issued outlining the agreed steps toward denuclearization. Pyongyang also committed itself to abandoning all nuclear weapons and its existing program. However, the negotiating climate deteriorated significantly during the fifth round amid US sanctions on DPRK trade, prompting Pyongyang to boycott the 6-party talks. A 6th round of talks was held, but came to no substantive agreement in its initial sessions.